done. Counting your flaws like it's part of the fun, but you flash that grin and they're hooked again. Oh, Timmy boy, you're the favorite sin.
Well, we made it through the 63rd birthday. That was a world premiere of the Haters, Sarasota Tim Hater song. We had the time of our lives at Maynard's. Had a 9th birthday, did my NFL podcast, which is on this channel. This is the 14th day of August 2025. It'll be out tomorrow on the Friday. This Friday night, we will head to Michigan to pay respects to Barium Exposure, his funeral. I will go there, and I've already decided, Desperado. But this is your one and only favorite. I'm commercial music free. I mean, I play a song that AI, but I don't just all of a sudden need to fill it. I mean, it's just something for the haters. Wrote it. It's free. I just don't pay for it to download it and put up anymore. So you don't need waste of good suffering. No one cares about new music in the first place, unless you're Taylor Swift. Rolling Stones. I mean, Bruce Springsteen put out "Letter to You." Great album. I've heard one time on the radio, one time, and he is obviously well known. Great guy in concert and great album, "A Letter to You." Magic play, but not anymore. But fear-mongering radio here on Spreaker from the great state of Minnesota. It is the land of 10,000 lakes, plus a couple. A little cloudy out today, but it's just like high desert right now. It's a beautiful day to be alive. Somebody said I was triggered because my wife spits. I said, does your sister does not trigger? You want to make me responses? Go for it. If I'd be triggered if I blocked you, I don't care. Say what you ought to say down below. Have at it, man. Troll account, whoever is doing it, I don't care. Have at it. You're a faceless troll. I don't care. But it's kind of funny. If you're going to get me all mad, you're just pushing out the video when you make a comment down below. So I appreciate that when you come and troll the video. The carpetbaggers had to realize that in Daily Woo. When you go into the troll accounts and piss and moan about it, it just pushes it out to other people. It gets recommended because people are making comments on the audio on the video platform. Hello, Lisa Lynn. The boss is out of town. Day and a half. I had to F off. My baby's in for an oil change. Made it although quick to 5,000 miles when you're putting 800 to 900 miles on a week. It doesn't take very long. But it's, like I said, another beautiful day to be alive and head for the next birthday next year. State Fair's coming up. The video will be out on the 24th about being a chubby chaser. I'll do another one. We'll be up later in the car of is it okay to hit on unhappy housewives, a.k.a. married women in the local jamborees and in public? I'm just wondering. But being a chubby chaser, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Every lock needs a key to be as one. But yes, KCGrits said he would call the show if he gets out here on Bohemian-Nomad Radio. We much appreciate anybody that calls us. Somebody bitching about liberals. We'll call the show. Call into the show and defend yourself about my views and political behaviors. Everyone asks for money all the time. Non-stop. The king asks for money. He's an e-beggar. All I ask is make a comment, dislike, share the damn thing. But anyways, I look out in the backyard and green grass and high tides forever on this mixer on Spreaker. Whenever this comes to you tomorrow, thank you so much for the view, the listen, however you want to put it. When I'm in your ear with the echo, I hope this finds you healthy and finds you wealthy. My voice comes to you on behalf of the military men of the armed forces, the men and women in blue. We see the hunches mechanizing the lovely and talented military in D.C. Checkpoints. Damn near martial law. The hunch that Jeffrey Epstein will not go away until they release the list. We had World War I. We always talked 1939 when Hitler was not supposed to rearm after World War I. When he capitulated, became the chancellor. He decided to invade Poland September 1st, 1939, and then it ended September 2nd when they capitulated Japanese on the Mighty Mo. In between that, we stood on the beaches, snapping us across and free the Jews. Yep. We had to do. He took his own life. There were a lot of public hangings. Fight to the last man. He used children. That's what he did to practice also on diseases. That's how Jerry Jones had to use an experimental cancer to save his life. Be nice to have it for anybody else out there who needs it. Cancer's a nasty, dirty disease. But anyways, we appreciate your service in World War II, sacrificing at the altar of freedom in the forgotten war and Vietnam War. All you guys do out there, man, went blue. Being, like I said, Afghanistan, all the wars out there that people have sacrificed for us. Balls aside by oak trees. God bless working class. Who are these brave men and women in the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Merchant National Coast Guard? They're in and out of uniform. Thank you so much for all you guys do out there. A lot of people only talk of the military on 2 days. That is 4th of July and Memorial Day and Christmas. Because Christmas they will be away from their families to come, birthdays and anniversaries and stuff while they're serving their country. So they're always away 24/7. Freedom isn't free. The wall out there in Washington, D.C., I've been there. I suggest you go there in silence and look at all the names of sacrifice for you. 52,000 plus, a lot of collateral damage or Agent Orange and other such behavior. Thank you. We always say you are your choices in life, right? You make good choices, you'll be in good places. You choose not to run with poor people. It's a good thing. Drug addicts, people cheating their wives. It's a good choice. You can choose to watch two women have sex, but you don't like two men. What do we always say? It's not a very Christian thing to be doing. Watching two women when you want to staple a man to a fence. So Wyoming, many years ago. A lot of gay men bring you Queen, damn good singer. Freddie Mercury. Mick Jagger was known to be bisexual, doing both ways. David Bowie, the lead singer for Def Leppard, was a gay man. You have another thing coming. All your movies are written for you. Things have been invented by gay people. So when you watch the movie, well, if it's made by a gay man, then you can't go. You gotta leave. Gay man, gay woman, lesbian, dyke, bull dyke. Melissa Etheridge is a bull dyke. She's a lipstick lesbian. P stood for Penn State, Pedophilia University, we call that. Start snapping next to these pedophiles and send their souls to hell. Or just lop their heads off like you oversee it. Don't need drugs. It's public. Sponsored by Home Depot. Lowe's every Sunday before the National Fix-It League in downtown Minneapolis. In the 50 states, 50 gallows in 1 week. We get rid of people. The Claroli's one is dead. She should be deported for behavior. You see something, you say something. Magic, you lying or lying now? Do you have AIDS or not? Just like Pete Rose. I thought you said you gambled and you didn't. Which one is it? Lying then or lying now? That's all we're asking. So please, put a condom on, prevent AIDS or herpes regarding the penis. Ouch, because you women carry the groceries. You do when he runs off after one of these break, or you don't have birth control pills. He's all water, no seeds. What's in the water? Herpes lasts forever. And AIDS, what would kill you? Needle in the penis, and we always say it. The father runs off. Now you're screwed. What do we say? Sluts are selective. Whores the back seat. Sluts on the couch. Mickle in the bed. Moaning, groaning, yelling, hollering. That's fine. Just protect yourself, women. I think I want to carry the groceries. Thank you. Have myself a board member of Speckle Sport. Please, Speckle, you win. We always thank you. And going to be out and about. Drink and don't drive. Call someone, or you will murder somebody. I've had 2 people murdered, 3 people murdered by drunk drivers. They're still dead. They're out and about. Can't have that kind of behavior. That's all we're asking. Thank you so much. Call me. Call KCGrits. Call Karl, Santa Claus. Call the dimwit in New York. Call Morning, Mighty Python, Man the Moon, Crash, KCGrits, Zane B, anybody out there. Because you can't go to Canada when you're convicted. You're a convicted felon. And make sure you tell the judge you made a poor choice. Don't say you made a mistake. Know the difference between mistake and choice. Know the difference. 2 different meanings when you allocate to your crime. Bumping into someone's a mistake. Hitting them is a poor choice. It's a poor choice. Anyways, never assists to amaze me, and never gives up his Sarasota Tim Haters. Never does. Continues to give and give and give. Of course, we've lost Barium exposure. Lost him and can't be replaced. Gonna go to the funeral. Fly out Friday night. Stay overnight, and if I understand, the family said they would come and get me. It's not in a Catholic church. So I won't have to worry about going to a crime, because I said Catholic churches that are crime scenes should be burned to the ground of their behaviors. After he capitulated to his wife, I understand, became heartbroken. She became unruly to the man she was married to for years and years and years, with nothing but a liar. The source is Spotify is on the top of the list. Apple Podcasts, Chrome, Spreaker, iVox, Apple Music Core, Deezer, Siobhan is his India iTunes, and podtail.com. Geolocations: United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Switzerland, India, Japan, Australia, Czech, France, Hungary, Ireland, and Israel. Let my people go. Japan we have twice. AICHI and other. Oh, Canada. Ontario is Toronto. At spot 4 is Buzz Columbia. The geolocations that come into the show save trolls. Florida, California, Georgia, New York, Illinois, Colorado, Minnesota, Massachusetts, Louisiana, Virginia, Wisconsin, and Michigan, and other. Let's see who's in Michigan. Edwardsburg. Okay. Florida, Jacksonville, 4 times. Dinglings there, Sarasota, and Mount Dora. Colorado is Aurora. My boss is going to be there for a tournament, I guess. He's going to play his softball tournament. Redlands and Oakland. Minnesota, Minneapolis. Peace will burn the ground. In New York, Rochester, and New York. Georgia, Savannah. Virginia, Lynchburg. That was a pretty fast song, but for soft house, this is called Cash. That was called Cash. That's that one was called Rock. But yeah, we appreciate it in Wisconsin, across the board. Milwaukee beer in Illinois, Chicago. City of organized crime, corruption. We always thank all the IPs that roll in and give me. There's like 7 million things that you can consume, and you come to consume me and talk about me. I see Burning Man's coming. I see a few YouTubers, and the Huss is going. I saw her. She's doing a live. The Huss is doing a live stream on Friday, so you guys want to go in there and talk to her. She only will talk to money people, but you can probably talk. I know that Santa Claus said he was going to get in there, and I said, well, you better make sure it's capital letters because it moves. So if you want to ask her a question. And she's also got a very nude over there on Instagram. I looked at it, I'm like, oh, Jesus. I've been Google to look for it. I'm like, Jesus. Like a video of her walking naked down at the beach. I'm like, Jesus Christ, woman, you know. I mean, showing her ample ass walking and taking pictures. She likes her, she just want to touch her body. So if you want to talk to the young lady, she will be available on Friday to speak to her before she goes to Burning Man, which is not cheap to go to. So she'll do Quaaludes and dope. So you want to meet up with her? Oh, here we go. Hang on, man.
Call from
KCGrits.
Yo. Welcome to the show.
Are we live on Fear Mongering Radio?
We are live on Fear Mongering Radio. KCGrits calling the show. I was just talking about the Huss. I have to see her nude behaviors over there on Instahore. I'm like, really? She likes to show her apple ass, but that's over there.
I got my allotted phone time here at the group home.
Do you? Good.
Yeah. I got in trouble at the local jamboree in Hootenanny.
Local jamboree in Hootenanny.
Yeah. I heard you and Karl talking about that.
Yeah.
My missus is actually the warden of the group home. You got me.
Yeah, the warden.
Busted.
That's right. The warden. That's what I call it, the warden. That's exactly it. You do as you're told. Someday, if you get married, you'll have a warden yourself.
First of all, publicly, I want to give my condolences to Barium exposure. R.I.P.
Yep.
The channel and maybe the man. We don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to the funeral. I'm going to the funeral on Saturday. So, flying out Friday night
in the upper Michigan.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go.
Might be colder there than where you are. So.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna play on my phone Desperado. So, I just...
Is there a Pat Benatar version of Desperado?
Well, I'm going to throw the greatest hits in there into his...
okay.
And a penny with a picture of penny slots for him, so it'll be attached to the CD. So I'm going to attach it. And I'm going to get up there just try to say, listen, on behalf of everybody on YouTube, after you capitulated to the lovely wife here, things went out of control, off the rails. I know he had a broken heart. We miss him. I said, no one believed me. And that video has just reached 1,000. So
on the way up there, you'll have to stop at that casino and get some casino chips and put those in the
absolutely. So we're going to have the time of our lives. So I'll talk about that on Sunday. I'll do a video in the same place it was announced. I will talk about his death. And we will talk about, in the same place I was at, and we'll speak about his untimely death here on YouTube, and people, I put up a thing on my channel, as you dare alive, everyone's saying no. You know, it's like
Was that 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago that you posted that?
Just put that one up today.
No, the original video.
A week ago.
A week ago.
Yeah,
okay, that's what I thought, but I couldn't remember. I don't have any notes in front of me like Karl.
Did you? Okay, there's that one idiot, the new guy, and I saw him, and he's the E4 Mafia. He's sitting in his chair, reading off a piece of paper. I'm like, really?
I wasn't really aware of that guy. I had seen, like, a long time ago, I had seen one of his videos, but I sort of forgot that he even existed. But it's pretty funny how Karl's dogging on him when he said that whenever he wears his high vis, it's, like, totally spotless. So, you know, he's not actually working at the job site.
It is funny.
And I guess he got his feelings hurt by Life and Vibes. These people are so interesting, man. He got emasculated by Life and Vibes, so then he had to make a video about a so-called expert.
Yeah.
Then, in the comments of that video that he made, oh my God, this one person was commenting all this crazy, like 100 comments about there's no such thing as a mental health nurse practitioner, and man, people don't like Monty Python.
Oh yeah, Monty Python. No, they don't. I know. He got him again. He got dick slapped. That's it. If I call people up by name, you know that. You know who I'm talking about. I don't. I have a nickname, but you know who I'm talking about. You know, if you're gonna call her out, call her out. Don't do. But he's like, are you afraid? Because I guess she dick slapped him. You know.
Well, he only has like 400 subscribers or something, so I don't know what he's afraid of.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, I mean, somebody like that, just a construction worker, blue collar. E4 is a military rank, like the last ensign rank, so whatever, he was in the military.
Okay.
So just a military, blue collar guy getting put in his place by a woman, a British woman. Oh my God, I bet he was just steaming. I bet he was barium exposure mad.
Oh God, well he looks just like, I mean, you look at him, he does. His hand motions, he is barium exposure's brother.
After you were talking about him, I had to go find those videos. You and Karl, I think maybe Mark was on that call too, but yeah, I had to go look at his videos. I haven't had time to watch anybody else, but I've been trying to listen to yours, and I've been listening to Karl. But and my boy Dinger, he's on vacation, but he stopped and took the time to record a video about Sarasota death. What the hell is wrong with these people?
Well, it's just, if I'm on vacation, I'm going to show you something I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I'm showing.
Yeah, but your St. Martin videos were probably less than an hour out of your day.
Yes.
Or maybe an hour out of your day. And you showed us the iguanas. You showed us, I mean, like, he's sitting in the business center of the hotel that he's at. He's wearing pajama pants. And he's using the computer in the business center to show Tim's video. It's the most, like, I know you're listening, Dinger. Now, I thought you were sad before when you were out with your family and friends, and on vacation, in the business center, in pajama pants. That's sad. That's more sad than using notes for a 2-minute
video. Yeah, it's I didn't see that. I saw the title, but that's sad, man.
It's derangement and obsession.
See, he's afraid to miss out on video because he watches it, and then he's afraid to miss out on the video. He's afraid.
But he's not even monetized, so it's not like he can't just go on vacation and not put out videos.
Right. Right. I mean, I like putting up videos on both channels. I mean, my adventure channel, I'm going to probably back off because I'm kind of running out of things. For 3 years, I did a video every day. And in Minnesota, I'm kind of running out of, I mean, other things will come to be more real time now on that channel. And this channel, like I did a video that will come out on the 24th in my car. Is it okay? It's okay to be a chubby chaser, you know? Then I'm going to do one. Is it okay to hit on unhappy married women and married women MILFs in public? Is it okay?
No, but the answer to that is no, because you don't hang with people that cheat on their spouse.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, is it okay? I'm going to say, listen, I guess if you want to, fine. And here's what you do if you want.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't, but what you should, if you're going to do it, you compliment on their hair right away. If you see them at a gas station, I've done my Craigslist things where they see somebody, you know.
Oh, the misconnection.
Yeah, I love reading those because that's classic. You know,
Yeah.
even though you're a married woman or I'm a married man, and that's my favorite ones because it's always, I saw you at the gas station. We made eye contact. I mean, I wave. I nod people every day at the gas station. How you doing? It's a quick. It doesn't mean all of a sudden, can I have your phone number? You know,
Those are the people that use the $49 roadside hotel.
Right. Well, it's just men that are visual. They see a woman. That's why women don't want to look at you, because if they look at you, right away they think the guy. Well, if a guy looks at a woman looks at a guy, it just says hello. The guy thinks right away, oh, she wants to be with me. No, she's just being nice. She's just being nice.
I read this thing one time, and it's probably been 4 or 5 years ago now. It might even have been before COVID. But it was an article that was written by a young man. And he was talking about, how am I supposed to approach women when I see women wearing headphones all the time? Well, the answer is you don't, buddy.
You don't.
If
Because
they want to talk to you, you know.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. I mean, but men are visual, and as soon as a woman says hello to them and looks at them, it's like, oh no, you know, it's just women walk their head down because they don't want eye contact with another woman. They will say hello to another woman. Maybe they're a lipstick lesbian.
Compliment each other.
Yeah, a lipstick lesbian or something. A bulldyke might look at each other because they're, you know, whatever. Maybe they want to.
Oh man. On the video you made where you were buying cigars. Oh, happy belated birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
On the video you made where you were buying cigars, and you said like that, you said to the lady, I'll give you an application. When you were talking about the lesbians on there,
yes,
that reminded me of Barium Exposure, R.I.P., when he made the video and he said that he has a friend that said that she's a gold star lesbian. So he's a gold star gold star heterosexual man because he's never had a man inside of him. Oh my God, I miss that guy so much. It sucks so bad that he deleted those videos.
Yeah, I know that was
he was accidentally hilarious.
Yes, I was like, I've never
gold star heterosexual.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, when I was buying the cigars, that chick was standing there with thing, and I said, I'll give you an application. She waved at me. I'll give you one. You know, she's standing there with a, you know, able-bodied woman with a sign in her hand, you know.
Oh, he was so awesome.
Yeah, well, he couldn't handle about the hand gestures and capitulating, you know, that he was, you know, he couldn't handle that, you know.
Well, that's the funny thing about people, you know, like, you don't ever know who's the kind of person that will actually just snap, right?
Correct.
Like sometimes you see people at the store just going like ape shit on the poor teenage.
Oh yes,
cashier,
oh yeah, I've seen that.
I would imagine that he is like that kind of guy, like that he actually gets like that he would just go from like 0 to 1,000, you know, in no time. Like,
yeah,
get me your manager.
He'd be the Karen.
Yeah, because that's the thing with like him wanting to call Walmart about Sarasota 10.
Yeah.
He was like legitimately enraged. So he would be the kind of person that would do that. Like, get me the goddamn manager.
That was the best video because he looked like he was ready to cry. And
he was super pissed. Man, he's probably the most unintentionally funny Sarasota Tim. More so than Dinger. And now, like, now that we're starting to catch on to prepaid Dan living at home with his mom. Now I don't think he's unintentionally funny. Now I just think, I know you're listening too. Hello, Dan. I just think maybe New York Dan is kind of sad.
Yeah, he is.
Kind of a sad case.
He is. He's a very sad.
Like he always talks about in his videos, which he's doing it on purpose, which it is sort of funny to me. Like he always promises like big things and he's going to do big things, but he keeps saying that he's too busy. But he's a day trader. But like all the people that watch him are too stupid to understand that the stock market closes at like 3:30 Eastern time or 4:30 Eastern time. I mean,
in a day trader, you're literally in front of your computer all day long. You're literally watching.
Right. but while the market's open. And the
Correct.
market closes at 4:30, so, he's got stuff to do. Or he could do other things, I mean.
But I always love it, and he always put, I'm on the East Coast, baby. It's like...
Yeah.
it's
but now, ever since this Barium exposure thing, I've never seen people be shitty to him in his comments before, and they are. Now people are being mean to him in his comments. And I looked back, because I hadn't watched one of his videos for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch his videos. Sometimes I just read the transcript or whatever.
Right.
Because it's too slow.
Oh, God,
his
yeah.
views were way down to 300 and 400 views per video before this Barium exposure thing, and then now his views are back up. So he owes you a thank you.
Of course, because he 1 minute said it didn't happen, then he capitulated to it. I know it's just. I was telling a guy at work, he's a greenhorn, and he's helping. He does the small deliveries for me, So we were talking about my channel, and he looked over at me, and he goes, "You're so funny." He goes, "You're no different than you are with me here in the truck on your videos." He goes, "We're heading back to the oil change," and he goes, "What's this Barium exposure?" he's 19 years old, right? And he goes, "You're so funny." And he goes, "You're so funny in the cars." He goes, "I listened to one of your audios with the music in the background." He goes, "They're addicting." He goes,
"Oh, it's so absurd. Somebody that's not involved in this to try and explain it to them."
So I told him that.
It's such an absurd situation.
So I told him, I said, "Listen."
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So I told him, I said, I go back with Arizona Griper when he was gone for a couple of days. I did the same place. I pronounced him dead, and he became enraged. And then I said that his stepdaughter he had a baby, and he was the father of the child. And that went on for about 2 weeks, and he was enraged. So I had to finally do a video, it's a lie, to squell it, because he was getting all kinds of hate, and Dave jumped on it, and pretty soon, so I said that's the nurse that takes care of him. His wife is an illegal immigrant. That's just his housekeeper, and he became enraged. And saying that Papa Grizz, I announced twice he had died because he was gone for a long time, and he came back half alive. "I'm still alive," because I did a ghost of Fat Boy, and saying, I was in purgatory waiting for him to die. So I did that. That was the ghost of Fat Boy waiting for him to die, to come to me. You know what I'm saying? So it was just funny. And so I explained to him about it, and he goes, I'm trying to, I said, I do something all the time. If you see it on the internet, it must be true. And I said, people on YouTube watch this Sarasota Tim idiot, and just they hate watch this guy, and they don't have anything better to do. And I said, KCGrits follow me because of that, and he calls in, and I said, he was just laughing. He goes, "You're in the car, you just smoking a cigar. It's just absolutely hilarious." I go, "I don't know how you do that." And I said, "Well, you get what you got to say, you just drive." And you just,
Sure.
I told Karl on the phone, I said, it's unauthentic with notes. It's not authentic. It's just not.
Yeah. I was going to say, I have this buddy of mine. I talked to him a couple weeks ago, and 12 years ago, we used to do a podcast, but none of the videos are still on YouTube anymore or anything. But we would just talk about it was whatever we wanted to talk about.
Correct.
Movies or TV or music or basically whatever.
Old school.
We would do it every 2 weeks. Yeah, and it was just audio. There wasn't video.
Right.
We used a mix. We had a couple of those snowball microphones.
Correct.
But we didn't really use notes either, because we thought that it was funnier if we didn't. Now, sometimes we would write down 4 things, if
Right.
we wanted to, we would write down movie, music, or whatever. Just so that we would have something to talk about if we ran out of stuff. But anyway, I was talking to him, and I told him, I said, how sometimes you get into these weird tangents where you're really interested into something, but if you told somebody else, they wouldn't think it was funny, or they wouldn't think it was interesting. And he was like, yeah. I'm like, well, I found myself in the middle of one of these funny situations right now, because I was telling him somehow I got involved watching these Sarasota Tim videos, and somehow I got involved watching these Sarasota Tim haters, and now I'm calling this podcast where we talk about the Sarasota Tim haters. And he was just dying laughing, because it's such an absurd, if you just saw a random person and you were Oh, yeah, I was talking to Karl, the Bohemian-Nomad, who's a 60-year-old retired lawyer who drives for Amazon, and he makes hate videos about this guy named Sarasota Tim. And then I was talking to this guy, Mark, who's retired and lives in the desert, and started out making hate videos about Sarasota Tim. And like, he was just laughing. He was like, it's so fun. Like, it's, you know, you get wrapped up in the funniest stuff, but
Right.
it's just, you know, like, for me, I just thought what you were doing was hilarious, so I had to call the show.
Well, I appreciate that.
Here I am.
Because I am
involved in all these shenanigans.
I find it hilarious. I really do. I just find it hilarious. This behavior. So, I mean, Fat Boy was fun to make fun of. Me, he would go back and forth, but I'd watch all of his streams, but he was funny when he'd get pissed. If you type in Cowpote, you'll see Haggy Rant's Archives did a video. He did a video opening up my piece of paper. I sent him $5 and a cigarette about. I sent him a paper that I wanted his wife to sign to say I own him, and he actually showed the thing and he burned it right there live on the video. It's a classic.
Oh yeah, I watched that one time. You told me about it.
Isn't that classic? Isn't it just? It's just. He starts it on fire. I mean, I watched it every once in a while. He was epic. He named names. He didn't screw around. He was like me. If he didn't, me and him went back and forth, and I made the claim that he was kicked out of school in 10th grade. They post-dated. He actually showed his diploma. He did in a video. He was so pissed off at me, and I claimed that was his actual sister. That his sister's husband died in a foundry accident, choked on a ham sandwich, and that was his niece's. So she was doing the family favor by playing house with him. So they showed their marriage certificate. They were so mad that he got kicked out of school in 10th grade. They post-dated it. You know what I'm saying? And he was so enraged.
Well, I can't stay on long enough to call one of the other fellows from the View today. I got to go, but it was good talking to you. Tell whoever you call that I say hello.
Okay, I appreciate you coming on, but the condolences.
R.I.P. Barium exposure. R.I.P. Bye.
Thank you for calling the show. We'll be out tomorrow. There he goes, man. I always appreciate him coming on the show. That's pretty fun. Dinger sitting there in a that's pretty hilarious. Dinger sitting in there, and that's pretty hilarious. That's funny as hell. Yeah, sometimes you just can't help yourself. Good old Dinger. What's his breaking news? What's his blind views feeding frenzy?
Explain to me, Rougiette.
Let's see what this feeding. Let's see what this is all about with Mark. Here we go. We'll begin.
From Michigan. So we've got a special edition today on a Thursday.
It's a little long video.
Yes. Our roving reporter Jane is out in the field right now, and she's got a special interview with a hog farmer in Pennsylvania, in Westtown. Oh yeah, and she's really figured it out. So let's go on out to Jane. Hey, glad to meet you, Jane, and welcome to Pennsylvania and Westtown. Yes, USA. Yeah. So I guess you're up here to see the beating of the pigs, huh? You want to document that, huh? You want to see my hog?
I can't watch the whole thing, but it's
those little piglets out there running around.
He's trying not to laugh. He's trying not to laugh. You can tell.
Out there with that little squirrel bait on his back.
Well, I don't trust none of them people.
He talked about in his hour and a half live chat with his members. Well, it was all about.
Oh, that was funny. Oh God, that's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Oh God, that's how you do. That's a lot of editing, but that's absolutely epic. That's hilarious. So let's see here with Ding.
Don't adjust your video. This is Timmy coming to you in 720p. Yeah, he's kind of fuzzy. He's going to take about.
Oh God.
It's ridiculous to try to get these videos out for you guys.
There's no sense in having quality video. This is fine. This is fine. Don't you worry about it. You don't need.
Oh, dinger.
See, I was just asking.
Sitting in.
They had seen Timmy Bear.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. But the breaking news one from that is absolutely epic. That takes editing back and forth. That takes a lot of going back and forth on that stuff. It does. That's absolutely hilarious. That's funny. Laying by me stuff back. Oh my god, that's. But yeah, it's. But yeah, we'll go to the funeral. We go hang out. What's Boyne doing these days? Miss Piggy, she's been hanging out in the outskirts. I guess the big thing, Tim talked about his life. I guess he did a video, I understand, from Karl, how life sucks. We all have life. But that's a you know what that is? A dry begging. Feel sorry for me. Give me money. And the Huss is gonna have a live stream on Friday tomorrow. Today this will come out and people will give her money and stuff, and that's what they do. And Carpetbagger's stepdaddy passed away. It's not stepfather. And I see, what's her name did a video on that, Jenny Penny, but then she put on the video, she just keeps right on pumping stuff out. But his dad passed, his steppy daddy passed away, so he's going to be looking for that behavior. So it never hurts to ask, but it is the hater community is just, you heard the beginning of the thing, the song I played. It's just, but I did do a Chubby Chaser one. That was kind of funny. That was pretty good. I love Chubby Chasers. That was pretty funny. But it was pretty good. I could do the Dinger Blues. Let me see. Let me go over here. The Dinger Blues. Let's go look. Dinger. Let me see. Let's go right real quick. The Dinger Blues. But I did a Chubby Chaser one, which is pretty good. I love Chubbies. And the Sarasota you heard, there's two of them. They gave the second one's the best. The Dinger Blues. Let's see here now. But we'll do one real quick. But yeah, it's just it's the Barium exposure passing away. It's sad, man, that he's dead. And I'll go to the funeral and play Desperado, and they're still it's still morning is still doing her videos on him. I guess she did a video speaking of him, and I guess the video we'll get the lead hater on here. We'll get him on here, and we'll laugh and cry and slap everybody on the back there, and get his young ass on here and speak about Sarasota Timmy. I guess he's trying to get a job driving, which is kind of scary, Good old crash, run into something. That's never any good. Can't have him run into somebody. But it is pretty funny to see Dinger and sitting in a hotel on vacation talking about Sarasota Tim. That is pretty funny. I think it's kind of hilarious that he's sitting there on a computer watching Sarasota Tim. He's videotaping. That's true a commitment to hating on people, and it's still disappointing to have Karl make that phone call to Dinger about the death. Let him make his own decision. Too afraid to let him get hooked on it. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you, man? But let's real quick before we just had what's his name on. We'll talk about misconnections and go read a couple of those before I call those. Like those are the best on Craigslist. If you ever want to go somewhere and read misconnections, go on Craigslist. Just click on your state. Minneapolis, St. Paul here, and then you go to misconnections. I've lost and found too as well. They're the best, man. I'm on now. I wasn't doing this misconnections. There we go. Want to meet an old friends, Carver County. Hi, I like to reconnect my old friend again. He used to come over and hang out in Elk River at my apartment. Sometimes I'm 60 male. Move out a long time ago. Lost your email, text. If you'd see that, contact me. Pictures, please. Okay. I'll send you a pretty lady in dress. Here we go. Pretty lady in dress in Walmart in Cottage Grove. Exactly that's that. You said hello. There we go. I was out in a hurry, but would like to talk more. Maybe go for lunch sometimes. Right there. It's a prime example. She said hello, and it was just nice. And what did this person do? Right away. Lunch. No, she's just saying hello, being nice. New to South St. Paul. I'm just reaching out to anyone new in the area, so I have apartment friends in there to talk to a male, looking for male friends. Have a great day. Okay, male. A little pitulation there. Red Wing area here. Golf, Forest Lake. Let me see. Golf Forest Lake. I'm searching for a golf buddy. Okay, cool. Blonde at DMC. Here we go. Okay, Invergrove Heights Tire. You were in to get removed, to nail removed from your tire this afternoon. I heard your name was Kalen. Here we go. I spelled it wrong. I was a tall guy sitting back against the window in the chair. I overheard you talking to the guy, so it sounded like complete sweetheart. If you know any interest in chatting, let me know. Tell me what color or type of car you were driving so I know it's you. See right there? It's a prime example of this behavior. And we just talk. It's just because you make eye contact with a woman or here does not mean she wants to bone you, okay? It's just, oh my God, it's just... Why do women don't want to talk? Why become lesbian? Because this kind of behavior. Blonde in DMV, south of the river, 813 yesterday. Beautiful blonde in DMV. You were eyeballing me like I was one of the wronged you or something. It wasn't me, I swear. LOL. Hope you were helping your grandma or not with the guy. A bit awkward for me to say hello. Let's talk. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Shaw's Evening, 8-9. You were a mature woman sitting adjacent to me at a different table to my left, listening to some great live music. We made eye contact several times. I was interested in knowing whether you were thinking the same thing. Oh my, see, that's what we're talking about right there, man. That's what I'm talking about. Your initials of VN, St. Louis Park, lost friend. What was one I just saw? Petco, Friday, and Fridley. Passed you at Petco a couple times. Met your eyes in checkout. I dig your energy. I regret not speaking with you. It didn't seem the right time and location. It never is. I'd like to very much to meet you. Remember to just message me and tell me if I was buying for it. See, that's just what I'm talking about. All right, let's see. Let's do the Dinger Blues. Here we go. Before we call Karl. Let's see. Hang on a second. Here a second. Here we go.
Got a bat in my hand, it's heavy as sin. Cracked leather gloves and a devilish grin. Dust on my shoes, dirt in my veins. Chasing that glory through the aches and the pains. Swing and a miss, swing and a dream. Chasing the sound of the crack in the screen. Oh, the Dinger Blues, they follow me close. It's the highs and the lows that I love the most. Pictures ice cold like a winter's night. I dig my feet in and I grip it tight. The crowd holds its breath, the air's so thick. I'm married to this game, it's a cruel, cruel trick. Every hit feels like gold. Every miss makes me oh. Swing and a miss, swing and a dream. Chasing the sound of the crack in the screen. The Dinger Blues, they follow me close.
I like blues. Here's the other one real quick. Good guitar.
Got a bat in my hand, it's heavy as sin.
I mean, I like it. It's just a great website. I mean, I paid for it before. It was like $8 a month. I can download. I was telling you at work, I could make a CD out of some of these. My favorite one I did was the Dodge Brothers. But I was telling him in the car, I said, you can write your own music. If we had our own band, we could do that and then just move it around. I said, I guarantee they're all doing it. But that's just the Dinger Blues for fun. It's the beauty to write that song, just screw around, type in something, that you like, and before you know it, all of a sudden you're laughing, you're crying, and you get them, But that breaking news blind views is so epic. He did a great job on that. That's hilarious. But he's being creative, I mean, it's not for everybody, but I think it's hilarious. Not everybody can handle that. But that's funny. Some people just get Sarasota Tim is rich. 1 minute ago. What's this all about?
Here we go again. It's nacho night with a side of gas and diarrhea.
Sound Hello, I'm the Fredster. I'm still here. I'm still working.
Almost got ran
Hopefully
over.
This microphone works.
Oh, but you gotta get closer to it.
I don't want to talk too loud in it.
There you go.
But anyway, so we're good. Let's see here.
Get the notes out.
I'm supposed to use notes, but then I wouldn't have my thing. So if you want to call into the show, Cowpote, call into the show. Yeah, use some notes. Anyway, Tim's not going to travel till September because he already paid his lease. He's not going to. He's going to use up his money on his lease, so he ain't going anywhere till September. Maybe he paid past September. I don't know. So Tim ain't going nowhere.
Leave a comment down below. I'll share it on Twitter.
And it's going to be interesting with the Timbo show because he's got between 28
Don't look at yourself. Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
And he's got his truck and his camper, of course, every month.
Let's call the tired Santa Claus. Let's call Santa Claus. Let's call Karl. We'll see if he's available. Call the show.
What's up?
Just listen to a little bit of your video ripped on you using notes. So I just
Did you see the back of my clipboard?
Yeah, I just saw KCGrits. We just talked to KCGrits a little bit. He had called in a short time. So we were talking about your boy Mr. What's his name again? What's his name? E4, whatever the hell his name is. What's that one again? His name E4.
Yeah, I was just listening to yours. I'm in the middle of listening to yours.
Okay, E4 Mafia. So we were discussing.
No, I didn't.
He was using.
That's that one where he's doing notes in the chair.
Yeah, that was that.
Making another prediction.
And we saw, and he made fun of Dinger. He was on vacation. And he's doing a hate video.
Yeah, Dinger walked into some corn. That's pretty brave.
Yeah, so he was doing a hate video, and so
yeah, what? He showed me some corn and some Caterpillar tractors. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. Your little brother out there hanging out in the outskirts. Your uncle, whatever. How old is Dinger? Is he in his 70s? So he'd be your older brother then, wouldn't he?
I think I'm the youngest of the group. I think Dinger's older than I am.
Okay.
Because everybody else, I think it's Social Security age or higher.
Mm-hmm. So what's going on with your older brother, Sarasota Tim? I mean, I guess he did a video, you said, about woe is me or something?
It's going to be interesting. He's got to have at least 28,000 to 30,000 in the bank, and then he's got his stuff. So he's got money to do stuff if he wants to, mm-hmm. and he can. And now he's got money to where he can say "fuck you" and film what he wants, mm-hmm. and not have to worry about what's hitting and what's not.
I went and looked at this channel. His views are kind of down a little bit. They're under 1,000 on a few of them.
Yeah, because he's doing more than 3 a day, and he's just driving around in his truck talking.
Right.
I mean, people are going to get tired of it.
Right. So I just saw that. I just go look to see how his views are doing. A couple will be like 1,000 or something. So, well, when it's just.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it when I'm driving around at 2 times speed just to see if anything exciting's happening. But so he'll get a view from me, but I'm not.
I still love the bend. I still love the bend over park behavior. I still love that. It's just. Did you see Old Man Nation's video today?
Yeah, but you know, the other thing, if he really is a bend over park guy, then why does Tammy get him so worked up? Because there's nothing exciting about her. She's just an ordinary older woman. You know, why would he throw her around like a puppy dog? I don't get it.
But yeah, I just the Old Man Nation had a very, very good video today. He was playing characters today. It was epic.
Yeah. But how's Blind V's going to cut him there? Because he's not just point, shoot, click, and upload. He's doing edits and characters.
Yes, that takes time.
Yeah, it does. And it's sure you appreciated his birthday video where he brought all his characters out for you.
Yep, he did. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, he's being creative, and then some people can't handle that. He's not going to be Academy Award, but he's doing something fun, and he's
just some commitment on that birthday video.
It's just like Call Me Chris with a K. She does a lot of characters. I'd put her in a movie tomorrow because she's very funny, and she's becoming more. She does those. She's real funny. She'll play her sister or whatever else, and she does a lot of. Now she's doing more commentary behavior, but she's funny. She does some really good characters, and that takes time because you have to do it, you have to, it's not an easy thing. So good for him. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, he's having fun.
Oh yeah, of course. But
gotta find something to do on the moon.
Oh yeah, it's just too hot out there. I heard there was a couple, an RVer. They're from Florida, and they went through Minnesota, and they're driving in Minneapolis. They drove on the railroad tracks by accident. on the socialist train, but they were at the University of Minnesota walking across the Mighty Mo. So they were in town a couple days. They're driving through the Midwest. They did a pretty good job. I happened to get it recommended to me. They would video each other, kind of like he'd video her, she'd video. They would go. I can't know what their name is, but they're from Florida. Seem like nice people. I got recommended because I'm from Minnesota. So they did a pretty good job. It was, where they're getting, they're cruising around. Now I think they're in North Dakota. I think they're in the Badlands right now. But it was pretty good. They were walking across that.
Kind of like a group of guys sitting in a cigar room just ripping on people.
Yeah,
so that's our stick, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to the funeral on Saturday for a Barium exposure, so we're gonna go there and pay respect. I'm gonna play the song Desperado, because I think that song needs to be played by him. So. But we're going to
I'm never going to put a tie on ever again.
What?
I'm never going to put a tie on ever again. The tie days are over.
Did you get that job or not?
Yeah, it's all corporate approved, and I got my orientation scheduled and everything.
Wow. So, as long as you don't hit anything, don't run any pigs over.
Yeah, I gotta get better at driving. That's for sure.
On Tuesday, I ran over a rabbit in the morning. Sue Ellen took him for a walk at 6:00, and she goes, "Was that you?" And I go, "Yeah." I tried to avoid him, but he came back and drilled him. So I took out a rabbit.
Yeah, that just ruins your whole day.
Yeah, I don't like doing that. Like I ran over a cat about 15 years ago, and he came out of the middle of nowhere, and I took out the kitty.
I hit a bunny in the spring. And then I hit a squirrel in the fall.
I've hit a raccoon. Those things are bad. I've hit a raccoon a long time. Those things are huge. You hit one of those things, a raccoon.
Yeah, whenever I come up on young deer, I just slow way down because if there's one, there's 10 of them. I just can't see them.
I saw a video in Alaska. The porcupines are big on roadkill. There's so many porcupines. They're like the raccoons here in town. They get run over a lot. Porcupines do in Alaska. So what's going on with Timmy? I mean, this feel sorry for me video. Did he go through his whole lifetime, or what's the deal?
So I went through his younger days, and I feel for him. I feel for anybody that happened to. I mean, it doesn't give you a reason to kill people or go to jail or whatever, but it's a hard luck story. And he even tells me, when he tells people, they're like, "It's all right. You can just stop. I don't need to hear anymore." it's a bummer that he didn't get to have a normal childhood. But it's what it is. You got to deal with it.
Right.
So I got to have a pretty normal childhood, even though he was crazy.
Right.
So that's funny. When I was a kid, we'd be playing, and if my mom came outside and yelled my name, the kids I was playing with would just bitch.
You want me to call Marky? Want me to call Mark?
They were gone. Yeah, let's call Marky.
Okay, let's see if he's available here. Let's see his young ass if he's available. Oh, Marky Mark. Here we go. Hello. Hey, what's up, Mark?
Oh, who was that? Is that Santa Claus?
It's
Santa. hanging out in the lodge, beating up on little elves. So we got a quota you got to meet.
Yeah, I watched.
Only got one day to get all this shit done.
We watched a little bit of your. On the show. I played it back a little bit of your video, and it was pretty hilarious about the I love the pig farmer one was epic. The when you're in the pig.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
The blind views the blind views was pretty funny too as well. I just listened a little bit of that with him talking. Was that when he was he triggered?
In my video, I said you and I should be the ones that are pissed because he accused us of some horrible stuff.
Yes.
And we can put up money and no apology, no trying to take our money because he proved it. Nothing.
Yeah, he accused.
Yeah, I know, but see, you've been calling him out, Karl. You guys have been calling him out on different things, and I see the little hints that he does. It's just like, he's listening. I know he is.
Yep.
I know he is because the hints are out there. Whatever we say, you're bagging on him about the memberships, or because as soon as you went on that rant about the memberships, what's he do? He puts a live one out, and then the next time he puts the little video out that's now out to everybody.
Right. Well, MzVicky is going to do. She did a post of her excuse why she wants to do memberships. She's gonna regret that because she just does videos now. She's got to do special videos for her membership and plus keep other people happy. So she's going to be doing memberships too.
I wouldn't have time to do any of that nonsense.
Yeah, because you got to keep both happy.
You have only
$2 a person, then it wouldn't be worth it.
Try doing 2 channels. Go ahead and try doing that someday. That's not an easy thing.
Well, that's the thing because you see, I went to post mine today, and I know that I posted mine like a couple hours after you posted yours, Cowboy, and it's like, oh crap!
The number 2 with the Pepsi.
So it was just like I didn't want to, jump on
large.
So,
yep.
So, anyways, it was just
just the soda, not the.
Mark, you get a lot of. I mean, Karl, you getting a lot of hate on the Barium exposure behavior, or what?
What'd you say?
You getting a lot of hate comments on the Barium exposure death announcement?
Yes.
How
about you, Mark? Are you getting a lot of them or not?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. I basically I really don't get any comments anymore. I think on the last one I did, I only got like 7 comments or something like that.
Right.
And there's just nothing really. I guess, my channel's not really driven anymore.
Right.
I'd be lucky if I get 100 on something. It all depends.
Well, like Barium Exposure said, he goes, what's the name called in? He will only be a short time. KCGrits is New York Dan's getting more views now. He better thank me because now that he jumped on the Barium Exposure thing.
Oh, yeah.
Did his video on it, then capitulated, took it down, and then did something else. And now he's getting more views because he played, there's this dimwit that he is, And I like your video where he's at the beach and he's filming the women. That's pretty hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I wish I had more of the butt ones on there and I could have...
that one was great.
I wish I could have focused in more on it. I said, man, I didn't know they had such, I hate to say it, heavy asses back there in the. But hey,
he's a chubby chaser. He's a chubby chaser. It's like I've been on beaches, but I'm surely not going to be filming people. That's just okay. If you want to stand, if you want to point and shoot, don't. If you want to stare, don't stare with your camera. Okay, don't stare with your camera. So he was staring at the women, not realizing he's videotaping. That's the problem. He was staring at them. So he's just sitting there with the camera on the girls. You know, that's what he was doing. Women.
Yeah, he was. He kept trying to say, "Oh yeah, look at that big kite," and all. What he was really trying to say is, "Look at that big asses over there," because his girlfriend was right behind him, and they're reading her book. You know.
Right. Yeah, that was
illegal. That's illegal in the Philippines.
Oh, to film in public.
Yep, without consent.
Oh, really?
Wow. See, that's what I was when I was watching that video of his. I was thinking to myself, he's got a lot of go. He's got just as much go as Sarasota Tim to film. All the kids go into public places there because he's using a phone or something. I don't know, but. You know, that many people around.
Like if you were way back and they were just like ants, that's different.
Yeah, I mean, but just have some respect to some people and their families with the little kids.
Yeah, he does that. That's
just the way it is.
Yeah, I'm very careful when I'm in public. I don't sit there and zero in on people. Yeah, he was staring at him. That's what he was doing while he was talking. So that's what he's doing. So that's pretty epic. Good old New York Daniel, New York dimwit, hanging out in the outskirts, That's why I call him New York dimwit, because that's what he is,
I watched his historical one there. They were going around the historical one with the old buildings and all from back in the 1600s and stuff like that. A little bit of that I did.
Well, Dingling is on vacation, and he's in a hotel doing a hate watching video. That was hilarious. That's
oh really?
Oh yeah, because he's in a hotel room. He's in the computer area showing Sarasota Tim while he's talking about him.
Oh.
He just can't stay away. He just cannot. He's afraid to miss the day, so he's watching it, and then he goes up to with his phone, and he's videotaping. Because what's his name pointed that out to me when he was on the show here, KCGrits, and I'm like, I get it. I've done when I was in St. Martin. I show you something real quick, whatever. I'm on vacation, but I'm surely not going to sit there and go into my into the thing there and have my camera showing something going on. It's like
Well, what you guys were first talking about, about these memberships and everything. It's just doing one video and you're doing 2 videos a day or whatever. It takes up a lot of time.
Yes, it does.
I don't care what it is. It might take you, maybe 10, 15 minutes to actually do it, but then you got to go back and you got to edit it, do whatever you're going to do to it. Not unless you're doing something, easy. You're driving and you're talking, but you still have to upload it, put everything in it.
Right.
It takes a lot of time during the day. And I don't see how some people can just do it constantly.
I did a video on the way home.
I was telling Cowpote that he really appreciates the happy birthday videos you made for him, because you had all the characters coming.
Yeah,
that had to take some time.
Right. Yeah. So,
it was kind of fast, but I enjoyed doing it.
Right.
I just hope that I didn't put it out too much, because sometimes it's kind of personal, your birthdays.
No, I don't care. Like I don't care. No, I wouldn't. I mean, like I did one today.
Ziggy and I enjoyed it. He said, "Hey, send Jane over to me."
But I did a video today being a chubby chaser.
Right.
On the way home, so I'll be up on the 24th of August, and it said, being a chubby chaser, every lock needs a key. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be a chubby chaser. I'm going to do one probably tomorrow. Is it okay to hit on unhappy married women in public? I guess. If you want to, compliment her on her hair, compliment her clothing. I just did some reading before I called you over on Craigslist about people, again, misconnections. 3 or 4 of them are what? Some guy sees a woman smile right away. I want to get a hold of you. That's my prime example. Women, people think they see someone in public because they smile at you. Like KCGrits talked about some guy, why women are always wearing headphones. Well, that means don't talk to them. Okay, don't talk to him. You just don't. I mean, just because she nods at you and says hello doesn't mean she wants to go out with you. You know, it's just that's what women become lesbians, because they get sick and tired of his behavior. You know, lipstick.
And that's it. Yeah, I mean, you know, men are gullible. You know, they think they just will. Yeah, if a woman comes up, a nice woman touches them on the arm or something, they think, oh, she wants me. You know, it's just. We're stupid that way. We are. We really are.
They get it. But you go on Craigslist and you just read, you go to any state and click on misconnections. It's usually men always looking for women. You know what I'm saying? That they've talked to. It's always the same thing. They're at a Walmart. And
That's why strip clubs make money.
Yeah.
And they're stupid.
If your wife is at Walmart and she's a single woman and she says hello to some guy or just nods at a guy, right away they think your wife, your sister or someone wants to talk to the guy. You know, it's like, Jesus, you don't want. That's why women walk with their head down, because they don't want to make eye contact with anybody. Because right away they think, men are going to go, oh my God, hey, she said hi to me. No, she just nodded at you. So, but I see your brother Blind Views has been kicking out some stuff.
Oh yeah, you know, I wanted to make a short, and I thought, well, I didn't want to override the video I just put out, so I thought I'd just kind of wait on it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's doing the same thing again. He's jumping on the health kick bandwagon, going after Badge, this Canadian who lives up in Canada, and this guy, he's a conservative. And he says, yeah, he's got to go into open heart surgery. And Badge up there comes down here a lot and everything. He's a mechanic, but he's not like the way Blindview says, oh, he's just a God savior to the nomad community. No, he ain't. You know, but yeah, he jumped on that bandwagon again. And then he did that other one about Mike. And then he's still bashing on Tater and them. And,
well, because
it's the same thing.
Tater's doing a question thing with his squeeze. I think that's coming up. I know the Wonder Hussey's doing one on Friday too as well. Ask Us Anything, and she'll put it on her and Rumble and whatever else. I watched part of his sit down thing about the RV stuff. You know, with his stupid hat on. It's like, we talked about this with Karl. With me on the phone today, and I get this RV behavior, and me and Karl talked about it. It's okay if me and you are traveling together and we have your pop-up camper in a park. That's fine. But if you, for some reason, you're a homeless guy, you go buy an RV in a scrapyard in LA, and you pay $500 and they tow it up to a facility and you drop it and you live in it, that's illegal. That's what they're talking about. RVers are parking on the street. And they're not, and they're just sitting there. That's what they don't want. They want to get rid of that behavior. So they're buying into this behavior. They're going to walk around like the Tezcapo walking to RV parks. The point is, they don't want people using RVs as a place to live in on the streets. That's what they're trying to get at. And let's not panic. But
well, it had a lot to do. I mean, I know it was before this, but it got accentuated during the pandemic.
Correct.
You know, because people couldn't work and everything too. Now up there in Sedona, Arizona, they have some strict overnight laws and everything there. But what was happening in the last year or so is that a lot of workers that work at Starbucks and all the food services and all, it doesn't pay enough for them to afford to get an apartment there because the rent's so high. So they were trying to figure something out to where maybe they could have one parking lot or something that they could go to, but the council voted it down. So, they're stuck out there. I don't know what they're going to do, but it's still an ongoing thing,
Yeah, but they're just trying to prevent people in your neighborhood or your area parking an RV that doesn't run. As you buy it at a scrapyard for whatever they want for it, and they tow it there and they drop it. And then you live in it and you dump your crap out, and that's what they're, because I saw an article, I think a video a year and a half ago, a guy in LA showed a picture of this business area, all these RVs parked there, flat tires, just living in it, and they dump their crap out and they just sit there and they live there. They won't move them. And then there's hazmat too if they want to move it because it's full of a bunch of crap.
Oh, rats and everything else.
Yeah, they don't care. That's what they're trying to get at. They don't want squatting. Because then you just, because like Karl said, that if you want to move the vehicle, you have some tow truck try to move it to some other place and whatever else it is. That's all it is.
Well, the point is they don't want people to get out paying real estate taxes.
Correct. But
so I mean, even if you're an apartment, you're basically paying real estate taxes.
correct.
I know. Right now, that's how you get away with it in a tiny home. Is in a tiny home, you have to go on the trailer, so you register the trailer, has wheels on it, and you can go and park it. If it's zoned for, like out here, it's like 1 acre parcels out here, or whatever it is. You just put it out there, and boom, you're done. But that's.
I saw a really good video. The same kind of bus that what's his name has, Tater, and the family built. This couple built a really beautiful. They did a great job on that bus because they took their time. I mean, they did a really nice job on it. They made it into a tiny home. It was a really beautiful build out. They did. They put
there's a lot of them out there like that. And Tater, he just jumped into it. He doesn't know anything.
He had no plans.
Anything.
He had no plans.
He had no plans or nothing. So
you put a video. You put a video game in there. Really? I mean.
Well, yeah, and then Blindy's going to come on tonight and say, "Oh, look at the Bob, the Bob Wells. He's going to talk about. He put a video out now, which he did.
Well, that's right. Tonight,
they're going to hate tonight. They're going to hate on all that shit tonight. They're going to try to ride that train. But we'll see if he talks about that, because sometimes when he posts stuff like that, they just talk about their own issues, or they just.
We'll see if someone mentions. We'll see if someone mentions Barium exposure. We'll see if someone mentions that in the chat room. That'll be interesting if someone does. What do you think about Barium exposure? And he'll see what he does. That will trigger him if someone says, "Hey." Because this comes out tomorrow, they'll say, "Hey, Barium exposure, Pastor, what do you think?" And that will trigger him. That'll trigger him.
Maybe Barium exposure's ghost will be in the chat.
That's true. Through that whole live chat that I watched, he talked he got into it more and more about his own health and all what he went through and everything. Like, dude's angry, man. I guess no wonder he had blood left. When my doctor, he says, "Hey, now if you start bleeding or anything, you go to the emergency room right away."
Right.
And of course he says, "Oh, I went right home and I started shitting blood everywhere." And I was like, "God dang, man, dude, what'd you do?" Like, that guy had, 7 polyps and 1 big polyp. I mean, that's a lot. I don't know if it's his first time going in, but man, usually you start when you're like around 40 or 50 years old to go for colonoscopies,
Well, you gotta feel sorry for him. You gotta feel sorry for him. You gotta give him that money. You gotta give that money. Just like with Carpetbagger, his stepdad passed away, and Jenny Penny did a video.
They had to get the extra special large tool, so he had to go.
They got the snare. They call it the snare.
I forgot tonight is Thursday. That's right. Well, we get
that's why I put it out.
Yeah, the Casapo will be the brown shirts will be in full regalia tonight. That's right. The Thursdays. He'll have his face close to the camera, and he can't see, so he'll try to read the chat room, and the Casapo will be in there blocking people, and what if they make any kind of remark.
That's why I got mine out early today too, so it'll be out.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
and for people to watch it.
Yeah, so he was talking about his wife and all. They were talking about their ailments, and his wife that has rheumatoid arthritis, and she's got this and this, and so I got a feeling too, and there's nothing wrong with it, that I think she's on, Medicaid too, because she's got, every time they have to go somewhere, she's right there ready to drive them somewhere or take them here or there. Or
he has your Blind Views hasn't done any videos walking around
well, it's too humid for him, too hot, I guess.
Well, I think the neighborhood was probably like, "What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?" Why are you walking around, sitting there talking?
And once we got out, we're like, "Oh no, dude, we made a mistake. Stay home. Don't come out."
Yeah. I watched some of Ziggy and I's cruising videos last night, where he's doing Motor Week, and He's got to watch. He almost doxed himself, which I don't think Ziggy cares that anyways, you know.
Where was he?
He's up in Michigan, but he showed the water tank up there. I think it said Burton or something like that. I'll have to go back and look.
Okay.
And then he said,
"Did you see his short where the wire was on fire?"
Yes. You know what? Why didn't they blue stick that or what? I mean, it's like, my God, you're supposed to get a blue stick. I tell you, those operators are notorious for breaking shit.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Just watching that wire burn.
Oh man! I mean, he went close to it too. I had an operator. We were digging a trench for this big water line coming through, and I said, "Be careful! There's a sewer line down there now," and it was way deep, and he said, "Well, I got to get one more little thing down there." So he did, and here comes a dirt clod or a rock, and it comes rolling down there and put a hole right in it. It's like, God damn it. You know, it's just one thing or another. It's like, just one more thing. They do. So, I don't know. But,
and then with all due respect, I love it, but his last video, he like comes in, all he's wearing is like a diaper. I know they're shorts, but he just has on these little skimpy shorts and he does a video practically nude. It's hilarious.
Yeah, no, he looks like he takes his sweats and he cuts them off, you know, and or something like that. I mean, the guy's frivolous, you know. He doesn't want to go out and buy some shorts, so.
No, it's just funny because he's like, if you're gonna watch, you're gonna watch. You know, I'm not doing anything special for anybody.
Oh, exactly. She don't give a shit. He really doesn't.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I like it. I like his videos because they're just so natural.
Yeah, as well, he doesn't use notes like E4 Mafia and like your boy here using notes.
And, you know, we gotta aspire to something.
Yeah, because I saw the E4 Mafia today. He was sitting on his couch, leaned back, using a note. It was absolutely hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
He had to make another prediction so he could say, "I told you."
What did he say?
I don't know, but you know, that's the supervisor in him.
Oh gosh!
Yeah, he's
wow.
Good.
So I'm trying to think back on Karl. Did you put a video out today?
Yeah, I got one out today. Talked about blind views and some stuff.
Oh, I'll have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, I just tried to get it out before blind views went up.
Yeah, that's what you try to do, you know. That's the thing, you know.
I forgot he was. I keep forgetting because I don't watch him live. Thursday.
I could have set it as a premiere to where it would come out right in front, but I didn't get fancy enough for that.
Are you going to do your pre? Aren't you going to do a pre-show?
You should have done a pre-show again.
I know, but I don't like lives because then I got to be. You know, I got to do it at specific time. I don't like that. I like doing my videos when I'm pumped and I feel like it, and when I'm not pumped and don't feel like it, I don't do them.
That's the hippie in Karl. That's it. That's the hippie. You know, that's when you need to go move to Oregon. You can live out there in the woods with the hippies out there, and you could maybe work on one of the marijuana farms or something like that out there, and you could clip buds and everything like that.
Yeah, he does. He's got. And he says even the Bob says it's nonsense, and so he'll have Bob. Bob's in the thumbnail. So. Yep.
And that's what he's going to do. He's going to hit on it because that's the big thing like that. That's what I was telling you about. Every RVer out there is on this freaking bandwagon. They all jump on it. Even the Matic Fanatic did it. It's like a roll. It's just like, hey, they say, like example, apples are bad for you. Then everybody comes out and starts talking about, how apples are bad for you.
Right.
You know, and they're all doing it, so they're all jumping on it, you know. So Blind Views is no different. And Blind Views, like I said, he copies a lot. he watches everybody else, and then he takes ideas and he gets it and he just.
Well, that's what he. That's what he does.
Thing now.
That's what he does on his shorts. When he does a short, he'll listen to somebody and then he'll do a short according to what he hears. That's what he does. He listens to all these far righties, and then he has an opinion on it because he doesn't go out and read and travel. It's what he hears on YouTube. So whoever he's listening to, whatever far righty he's listening to, he gets the idea. Then he does it. He'll do a short according to what he talks about. So that's what he does. You know, he watches other people, and that gives him something to talk about. Like he does, he listens to people, if it's whoever it may be, and then he talks. That's what he does. So that's he doesn't have original thought himself. He jumps on the bandwagon. I call it. I dick ride people, but that's what he does, acting like he knows everything because of what he's listened to. You know. So that's what he does. No, that's what he does. It's, so because Bob is.
Karl. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Karl.
Yeah.
Karl. So. You've got the Apple, what do you call it, tablet or whatever?
Yeah, I got a tablet and a laptop now.
But it's the Apple version?
Yeah, it's all Apple, yeah.
Okay, so do you use the Movie Maker?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't have Apple. I just have Windows, so that's the thing.
Yeah, I've got my Apple. I can use the Movie Maker. That's pretty it. I
hear the Movie Maker is pretty good.
Yeah, it comes with your. It comes with your.
Especially since it's free.
Yeah, it comes with it. I've tried a couple times.
If you get the laptop, you can do more stuff than you could even on the iPad and the phone.
Right. No,
that's more stuff
because it comes with my
sound effects.
It comes with my. What about editing? It's like Wonder Hussy said. She's very good at editing. She's gotten better and better, and it's like the more you do it, the more you learn. So.
Yeah.
So it's.
So do you have Android phones or Apple then?
Everything's Apple.
So you've had Android in the past. Right?
I have Samsung.
Yeah, I know.
And I only had Andrew for my law office phone.
Oh. Well, I guess being a lawyer and all, you got to be in that status of having an iPhone, right?
Oh, God. I love ripping
I had iPhone for personal. I had Android for the business phone.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. No, just I don't know if I could at this point switch over, and I was just thinking about that Movie Maker. That's what it was.
Because when you buy an Apple, like the desktop I have here, it comes with it automatically. It comes with it. It comes with with the Apple. So, and there's different other. It's depending what you want to use. This is pretty simple. I think you pull it up. And what do you do with it? With it, Karl? You just pull and click, right? It's pretty easy, right?
Yeah, it's pretty intuitive, and like everything else, you just go on YouTube.
Well,
if you don't want to switch from Android, there's probably stuff that'll do the same stuff that you can get for
Well, it's too bad that YouTube doesn't have an editing where you could just upload it and just put it in there and go boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? That you could just upload the video and you just be able to.
It would be nice.
You'd upload the 6 or 7 clips you want and just pull them over, and then it would just automatically marry it within about 5 minutes. Right. That'd be sweet for just pull it over after you put your music, and then just marry. So
right. I use the InShot app on my phone, and then on my computer I'll use the Windows. I don't know. There's a legacy video editor or something like that. Sometimes I have to do it that way too. Mm-hmm. But it all depends. But the uploads, man, this video uploaded so fast today, and I do it all through my 5G on my phone, and it just goes right on up faster than anywhere else.
Right.
And I live way out here too, so.
Yeah, if I just do it on my phone, it's slow. But if I go home and use the home Wi-Fi, it goes up fast.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, gentlemen, I appreciate you guys coming on. I appreciate the birthday wishes, everything else, but we've been on for 90 minutes, and I appreciate you coming on. Enjoy the Thursday tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Thursday, gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Well, It's just don't fall asleep because it might be boring again. But we'll see what happens.
I don't think I've ever listened to a full live stream before.
Last week's was so boring. I had read comments and all, and they laughed.
He's better when he's triggered. He's better when he's triggered.
We're listening for the chat.
He's better when he's triggered. When someone comes in.
I hope. Yeah.
When someone comes in and triggers him, that's the best. You know, but he's going to tonight, trust me, to be like, I know better. Even Bob says it's bullshit. So he's going to say that even Bob agrees with him. That's what he's going to say. Look at what Bob says.
I told you guys. I told you.
Because this has been in the news for 2 years, and now, like I told Santa Claus, I said, listen, it's just become mainstream now. Before, it's been talked about for 2 years. It's become main, and I do agree with him on that. He's talked about it, and I watched a lot of videos. There was a guy in California, a councilman, who talked about this a year and a half ago in California, where they're living on the streets and they want to get rid of it. So it isn't like he just invented it. It's been around a while. It gets into mainstream media, and then all of a sudden everyone picks up and they fearmonger themselves that they're not going to make RVing illegal. They don't want you sleeping on the streets. That's what it is. You can go to a park tomorrow, me and you, with your pop-up and pay the $40 a day. They don't care about that. They don't want me and you sitting in some parking lot and just with your pop-up sitting there, you know, and hanging out in a parking lot. Like Walmart no longer allows it anymore. I don't think they allow RVers in there anymore, you know?
Mesa, Arizona, I know for at least 2 years, maybe 3 years, if you're a person on the sidewalk at a bus stop, and you're sitting there or laying there with your backpack or something, or a grocery cart, they pick you up. They pick you up right then and there. They haul you to jail, and then they fine you. And how's these people going to pay these fines? So then they always have warrants out for themselves.
Correct.
You know.
Well, gentlemen, I appreciate you both coming on the show. I really do.
All right.
Yeah, it's a ball.
Yeah, I betcha.
Sure, we'll have stuff to talk about tomorrow.
You betcha. It'll come out tomorrow morning. Thanks, you guys. Hey, have a good weekend. I'll talk to you both later, okay?
All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye, Karl.
All right, there they go, you guys. I appreciate them coming on. It's always fun to have them come on. It really is. It's a pod. You know, I appreciate KCGrits coming on. It's a podcast, and they call in the show, and they call the show, and call the show. And I appreciate this behavior. But, what's this? Who cares about Timbery? I want to hear the BB's personal life. Anyway, he's not literally like you, Mumbles. I didn't know I mumble boy. All right, yeah, I love it when they say mumble. I really appreciate that. Sorry, man. Dirty delete, Jeff. I don't dirty delete anything. I haven't delete anything. So let's talk about that's all about. Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday. Dirty delete, Jeff. No, I don't dirty delete. What the hell are you talking about? I don't dirty delete. The grifter person is making a lot. I appreciate him coming on there, whoever the hell it is. But anyways, we appreciate everybody that comes to the show. Remember the military and the armed force, all the branches, the Air Force, the Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Merchants, the Coast Guard, the uniform. I thank you so much for this country. Little nothing at all. Balls with balls the size of basketball with OT 1 and 2. Forgotten Vietnam, Afghanistan. Would you shower in the shower at Penn State? We're not showering in the shower at Penn State. It's not a very Christian thing to be doing. Okay. We watch 2 women, only 2 men, and safe sex. Throw a pill, trench cherry patch. Prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. All the behavior, and don't drink and drive. I wouldn't shower in the shower like I've always said. But you see something, say something, going to mission this weekend, you guys behave yourselves. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Have a beautiful weekend, you guys. I appreciate it. Fear Mongering Radio is out.